So I escaped the monastery area and now I enter some touristic site by this river. It's called, if I'm not wrong, it's called Zapraszam, the river, and there is some park at the end of it, and you can see there at the end there is a waterfall as well. So I try to check it. I've heard that there are some other places of interest. Now I'm sitting in this park right here by the Zapraszam river, and there are some places very important for Abkhazia. The first one is the monastery of St. Simon the Canaanite, or St. Simon the Zealot, that's how he is called as well. So he is basically the most important saint for Abkhazia. He used to live here, somewhere in these mountains. There is his cave where he had his chapel and he was praying. The other building right here is Museum of the Kingdom of Abkhazia, the ancient kingdom or like medieval kingdom as well. There are some things inside. I will not enter because I don't like museums, but just for you to know. And the other thing, the other building, I don't actually know what it is because the internet doesn't say anything, but it's colored like there are red stars on the walls, and there is also some communist symbols. Something is written on it, and there is also Abkhazian flag on it, but it's like really strange. I don't know what's there. Maybe there is also a part of museum, maybe of history of socialistic times Abkhazia. So if you go up by the stairs, by this waterfall, right here at the end of the, or actually at the beginning of Zapraszam river, you have a lake called the same, called Zapraszam as well, because the river actually comes from somewhere right there, from the mountains, and goes here. There is a station, like it used to be a waiting room for the railway station. And I would like to admit that the station you see behind me, this is the railway station by the way, is the best one I've ever seen. So now I'm in the place that I probably wanted the most to enter from all the Abkhazia, which is the Novi Afons cave, which actually is the place where this small city of just 2,000 inhabitants has its own metro line. Like there is actually a metro inside of this building with 3 stations. Just crazy. I totally like. It was the most important thing for me to be here. Like all the other places I might not see now. Like it's totally okay. I just want to drive this train, and here you can see the epic view of the mountain. I just would like to show you how rich is Abkhazia when it comes to caves. So, New Athos cave is the most touristical, obviously, the most facilitated for tourists, and there are the most biggest amounts of them coming in. But it's actually not the biggest one, even though it has a surface of 1 million cubic meters. And when it comes to the length of the cave, this one is like really long, for me at least. It's not even in top 10 caves in Abkhazia. So if you are interested in caves, then come to Abkhazia, because there is some other stuff to discover yet. So this metro line that I told you about wasn't actually a metro line, it was a cave that had its own like transport system, which was actually like a metro, but you could only move like inside the cave, which was still pretty cool. And I think, yeah, the cave was also great. Like, I've been to many caves already in my life, but this one I will totally not forget. And it was a good experience. It costed about 500 Russian rubles. That's like quite good price, but this metro was still really like innovative mean of transport inside the cave. One of the coolest things about Soviet Union was actually that they tried to make really cool bus stops around the entire country, and a couple of them are now in Abkhazia. I would like to show you one of them, which is here in Novy Afon. It looks like that. Isn't it cool? Like, it's pretty amazing. Like a wave with some, I don't know, stones, like a mosaic. That's something. And the biggest thing is that it didn't get really destroyed during these years, because, you know, like, here we had a war in this country, but it actually stays almost the same as it was built yeah, during the Soviet Union era.